Hello everybody, this is Anna, also known as Ananita on Ravelry, and I'm so sorry that I haven't podcasted the last 2.5 months, or are there already 3 months? I'm so sorry. I want to put it right here in the beginning of the episode. Major life changes have happened, sorry. And yeah, so I moved from Vienna to Lower Austria again, and yeah, so it was very important and stressful and exhausting time the last 2.5 months. It was, yeah, I'm feeling fine and I'm feeling good and no worries, and I'm very grateful that many of you have reached out to me to ask me if everything is okay and where I am and if they have to worry. No, you don't have to. Sorry, the dog. You don't have to worry. I'm feeling fine. It wasn't easy, but it was the right decision, and yeah, I'm feeling fine. So here's a dog. Benny, come here. So, okay, this is Benny. Benny wanted to say hi, and he has his Halloween thingy. And always when I start talking to the camera, he's like, "Oh, hey, I want to be part of that show." So he's sitting next to me on the chair. Yes, so I still haven't found the right spot to record our regular podcasts, and they will be regularly again. I have settled into this flat 3 weeks. Already 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago was the major moving houses weekend. It was so exhausting, and I had 2 awesome helpers. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to do so much on one weekend. My 2 best friends. You are awesome. If you're watching this, you are awesome. Awesomeness in 2 persons. Yeah. Okay. I talked about, in the last episode, I talked about so many knit-alongs, make-alongs, and so on, and nothing was happening, and I wasn't planning to do it. I had no idea that my life would change so dramatically and in such a short time. So that is the reason why I haven't started the Harry Potter knit-along. That is the reason why I haven't shown you an awesome, I have it in my hands now, an awesome finished object I wanted to present you, and I wanted you to enter in the comments down below so that I can send you a prize. I'm so sorry. So let's pretend it's a start over, and we start this episode right away as if there was no crazy 2 months before. Okay, I will start with the finished object. The finished object is the Burro Shawl by Nordic Stitches Designs, Lily from the Nordic Stitches Designs, and in this episode I want to show you this awesome pattern, and I invite you to drop down a comment below why you like Harry Potter, or why you like the Weasleys, or why you want to have this pattern, because you can win. I will choose a random generator, YouTube comment generator, and you will be able to win the pattern for this awesome shawl. So I have finished it already month ago. I think I finished it at the end of August or beginning of September. I took this with me to Styria, to the wedding, and I was knitting like nobody's business because I enjoyed it so much. So let's talk basics. It's a crescent-shaped shawl, as you can see. It's designed by Lily from the Nordic Stitches podcast. It's called the Burro Wrap, and it's not so much a pattern, but a recipe. So you can knit every part of every section of this pattern as long as you want. It starts with and how many colors you want and everything. You can do it. Look, please watch my last episode. I explained everything in detail there. So that This is plain stockinette. Then you fade in your next color, so I did. Again, plain stockinette. It's hedgerow yarn sand powder, by the way. It's the set sand powder. Then you fade in with garter ridges. Here I did with stockinette because I knew I would go on with stockinette, so I faded in stockinette. Here you start the garter ridges, and then you get the pattern. Yeah, and because of this pattern, it's called the Burro Shawl, because these are the stairs which go up the burrow in the Weasley house. And I think it's awesome. Lily did a great job on that. And then you fade in garter ridges, and you were supposed to go on with garter in the third color, but I ran out of yarn because I wanted it to be like a stash buster or a leftover buster, because that is what the Weasleys stand for, in my opinion, to use every single bit of everything and not to waste anything. And I love these colors together so much. I love this shawl. It was so much fun. This is DK weight yarn. You can use every yarn weight you want to. You can use every fabric, so every fiber. You can use as many colors as you want. You can do what you want, and Lily is guiding you through every step, and you can't do nothing wrong. It's so awesome. I really love this pattern, and I will do it another. I think I will do it in an even thicker yarn. Wouldn't it be great in sport weight or Aran weight? So cozy, and it keeps me so warm. I really like that. And this is, whew, let me see. This is left, and this. So it's about 150 centimeters, because my arm span is 140, so I guess 150 and a little bit. And I love this so much. I won't wrap it around me now, because I will film another segment for you to see here. Yeah, maybe just a little bit about, because it's fitting here. I'm wearing my Weasley pullover. Yay! Yay for the Weasleys! Yay! So it's awesome. Now I have a Weasley pullover and a Burro shawl, and I was going to make a Harry Potter knit along, but I think I should pause knit alongs from now on, because I never stick to them, and I feel very much pressure, and then something happens in my life and I realize, oh my gosh, I was going to do this, but I can't now, and they will be so disappointed. So I won't do fall along. I won't do, oh well, fall along would have been over already. I won't, oh yes, I will do the Advent along, I think, but maybe without prices and everything, because I need to get my thoughts straight and my life straight, and everything is crazy right now. I'm calming down a little bit now, but everything is still new and different situations, and I'm still a teacher, by the way. I still work at my school and everything is great. Yeah, but yeah, many things have changed. Okay, first finished object and last finished object. Okay, now we come to works in progress. I can't really remember how much I showed you last time, but I still work on, and I haven't touched it for a while, on my Hume. You told me to pronounce it that way, so I will do. Hume pullover. I am still at the sleeves. I'm magic looping. I am magic looping. Is this a word? I'm using the magic loop method. I am magic looping. I am looping. Okay, that is the pullover. It's wrinkled, I'm sorry. And here is the sleeve. And it's very much fun. I enjoy the yarn so much. It's Thun Linne by Sandnes Garn, holding together with silk mohair. Linne. No. Thun silk mohair and Thun linen, because that is, Thun is thin in English. Maybe I can show you. I can. Yeah, I'm holding these two together. Yep. So, Sandnes Garn is a very nice yarn. It's so lovely to work with. Linen is not a problem because I'm holding it with an animal fiber, so it's easier to work with. Even though it's very thin, it is so much fun, and I feel like if I knit on this, I make progress very quickly. And it's very easy. You start with this easy lace and a very easy collar. I always say collar, it's not collar. I said collar for years and then I realized it's not called collar, it's called collar. So yeah, I still have to get used to this. And oh yeah, it's wrinkled. It's so lovely. I guess it won't be itchy. After washing it will be less itchy. But I talked about this already several times, so I won't go on with that. Yeah, so that's a thing I want to work on very soon again, because it's already very cold here in Austria, especially in Lower Austria. I'm sorry, I have to untangle here something. You can't see it, but right behind the camera I have a fireplace. Oh, isn't that awesome? My first flat with a fireplace. That is so awesome. I love this so much. I think it's fun to lit fire in the oven, and I think it's a very good warmth. You can't compare it to central heating, in my opinion. It feels so much more natural. It's not that dry, I feel like. I don't know, maybe it's only in my head. Yeah. The second work in progress is a sock, and I don't know if I showed you the progress already. If so, I'm very sorry, but here is a little update. This will be a present. It's a men's sock. It's a no-name self-patterning yarn, and this is Lana Grossa Kashmir Meilenweit as contrast. And I'm knitting this on 2.5mm needles. Higher sharps. Higher. And I'm having this, sorry, I'm a little bit excited today. I don't know why. I'm having this in my Ravenclaw bag and this in my Inside Out Ravenclaw bag. You see this? Both are from Fondant Fibers, made by Fondant Fiber. I enjoy her stuff, her bags and her yarns. I really enjoy what she is producing. Yeah. And the third and last work in progress, because I wasn't working on my project so much the last 2.5 months because of major life changes. I'm showing you my temperature blanket. I am so far behind, but I'm catching up these days because I have a long weekend. We have school free since Wednesday. Today is Friday because today is All Saints Day, tomorrow is All Souls Day, and on Monday I have school again. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready to party? Sorry. Okay, I'm at the end of August now. You see, the summer in Vienna was crazy. Oh, Benny, I'm so sorry. So. And here are more colors because color variety is always before or in between the big seasons. Yeah. I haven't woven in the ends since a few months. I think since June. But it's not a big deal because there aren't so many ends. Here have been many more because of all the color changes, but the summer was like, yeah, you can see. And in September it goes on with the dark red because we had such a long and hot summer. Yep. The dark is 27 degrees Celsius plus. So, and more. yeah, that is my temperature blanket. I am using Stylecraft Special DK. My color palette you can find on Ravelry and Instagram, but in Instagram it's very down below. And my crochet hook is a 3.5 millimeter, because you have to be careful regarding the how tall the stitches are. Have in mind, if you want to do a temperature blanket, maybe in the coming January, it goes from January to December, keep in mind that you have to crochet 1 row for every day. And if this stitch, for example a granny stripe, is 1 centimeter or 1.5 centimeters tall, you have to keep in mind that you do this 365 times. So your blanket will get more than 3.5 meter long, and that is crazy. Even for a bed throw, it's crazy. So I have decided to use the seed stitch, because the rows get into each other. That makes them less tall, and with tight gauge, I think I have 0.7 centimeters or so. I can measure it again, but I think I have written out everything on my Ravelry page for this project. Yep, I always take the highest temperature of the day. You can do whatever you want. You can use the lowest or the middle temperature, or you can take rain, snow and wind instead of temperature. You can do whatever you want. You are so free in these things. Okay, now I want to show you what I have received from Lily. She randomly gifted me some yarns, and the first I want to show you is Norwegian yarn. And I love the colors together so much. I haven't decided yet whether to make a pullover. For example, these are the contrasts and this is the main color and I buy this more. Or if I should. I could also make some slippers out of these, because this is very sturdy. Ah, it smells good. I love these colors together. Or for example, stockings. Oh, do you see Christmas? I see Christmas. I could make some stockings. Or 1 stocking. Or I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it's very pretty. So this is Roma. The company is called Roma Yarn. And here we have Lamul, Finul, Lamul, Finul. So yeah. Let me see if I can tell you something about this. 100% norsk wool. I guess this means wool from Norway, I guess. Sorry. Very pretty. But the most exciting thing is yet to come. It's hand spun by her. Isn't this pretty? Okay, she wrote cinnamon figs. 45 meter of cinnamon fig. It's mulberry silk and merino, spun by Lily. Here it says Spin Jones fiber. It's all the same, but every tag has another information. It has 23 micron merino, mulberry silk and bamboo. Okay, this is 58 meter, 52, 65 meter and 45 meter. I haven't decided yet what to do. Is it enough for a hat? I could make maybe a hat out of this, maybe holding a double with another, for example with white or so. This would be so pretty. Yeah, I haven't touched it because I wanted to show this first to you. And the next thing I want to show you is my plan for my Christmas socks this year. I know I have a little bit of stress, and I have my last exam for my master's thesis very soon and other stuff I have to do. But I definitely want to go on with my tradition to knit for myself a pair of Christmas socks. I hope to get them done until Christmas, so that's why I'm starting already in the beginning of this month. This is Mistletoe by Gnome Acres. Mistletoe! And I have, if you remember, when I was at my parents' house over Christmas, I started to make something ultra fancy for the Christmas Eve cast on, and I learned my lesson. I won't do this again. I will prepare everything for my Christmas Eve cast on as last year, something very easy. I knit a hat last year, maybe I will do it again this year, because you can never have too many hats. Or a pair of socks or something, but nothing heavily patterned. Sorry. But to make this more mistletoe-like looking, you use normally a ribbon, maybe a red ribbon, to put it onto your ceiling or your lamp or wherever you put your mistletoe. I will use red for contrasting heel and toe. I think only heel and toe. That might be very funny looking. I like that. These are... This is more red wine red. I'm out of practice, as you might notice. Yeah, this will be so pretty. I will use 2mm needles because Gnome Acres yarn, unfortunately they closed their shop, is very thin. So 2mm needles will be the best for me to get a tight gauge. So yes, and there is another thing I want to share with you. I go there and grab it. Several hours later, I'm coming back to you. I wanted to grab my guitar when I was talking to you a few seconds ago, but my best friend came around. I have invited him today, and so I had to pause, and we had a great time together. We ate together and played the guitar together. And that was the thing I was going to tell you. So I started guitar lessons in the beginning of September, and I used my best friend's guitar, then the school's guitar, because my best friend's guitar was a little bit too big for me. It had a very big body. Then the school guitar had a cutaway, and it was more tailored, I think it's the word, but the sound wasn't so nice, and it was only the school guitar, and I wanted to have my own guitar. So this week, Tuesday, today is Friday, so a few days ago, my two best friends went with me to the instrument store in Vienna, and they helped me to find the right guitar for me. So budget friendly, sounding good, easy to play, and easy to handle, especially here. If it is here too big, it's too difficult to pick the strings. At the moment we started to learn strumming, but the most we do is picking at the moment to learn is it called notes? In German it's Noten. I hope it's called notes, but notes are the things you write. So, sorry, these guys. Yeah, so that is a thing I am practicing a lot, and I think it costs a little bit of knitting time, but I have always wanted to learn to play the guitar really seriously since I was about 14, 15, and I have received a very cheap guitar from my parents and a self-learning book, but you can learn very much from books or YouTube videos, but for me, it's my personal thing. I learn so many incorrect things if I teach myself these kind of things, that I realized I have to stop and wait for my real private lessons. And two colleagues of mine and myself, we are sharing one guitar lesson per week, always on Monday, and I'm always looking forward to that, and I'm so excited that I have my own guitar now. It's a Fender. I don't know how you pronounce it. Fender. I don't know. It's not an expensive one. It's a normal dreadnought, not too big. Oh, you see my window. It's not too big. I was going for a black guitar because I think it's cool, but they had the exact same guitar in black, but the guitar had a problem with, I think it's also E in English. I think the only tone you call differently is our H, because it's your B, I think. Oh, sorry. I think that is your B, and we call it H. I think that's the only difference. Yeah. So, can I play a song? Yes. Will I do it? No. Because I'm still making mistakes. I have learned Yankee Doodle, Old MacDonald, Love Me Tender, then a German children's song. I don't know if it exists in English. I won't sing it because it's too embarrassing for me. And now we learned 4, I think you call it chords. In German, Akkord. So I guess it's chords. I hope so. The thing you strum, you know, this, for example, or this. Yeah. And it's a Western guitar, so steel strings. And it was funny because, yes, I know everyone reacts like, are you sure it will hurt so much? Your fingers will hurt so much and will bleed, and I don't know. I really don't have a problem with it. My wrist is hurting like crazy because it's difficult for me to do this and have the wrist straight. I don't know, it's difficult for me. I don't know why, but it is. I think I only have to practice, and my wrist has to get used to it. And otherwise I don't have problems with the steel strings, not at all. I also played with these plastic ones, but I don't like the sound really, and no, I think no, it's not worth it. So I always wanted a Western guitar because I love the sound. And when I was at the store, I had a look at the banjos, and one of my viewers told me that her son is playing the banjo in, I looked the word up, something with hammer way to play it, and I love it so much. I love the banjo. I love the sound of a banjo. I love, you know, I'm a big Mumford and Sons fan, and I loved the songs with banjo. They don't use it so much anymore. I hope it will come back soon. On their Delta LP, you don't really hear the banjo, but they use it, but it's not so heavy. But I love this so much. I love folk music and country music. I really enjoy it, and that's the reason why I wanted to have a real guitar and not plastic strings. We call them nylon strings. I don't know. It's like polyester or polyamide. It's plastic. I don't know how you call it. So that is my new adventure. I thought I would start spinning around autumn or winter, and I will start spinning very soon, I guess. But now I need the time for my guitar lessons, because a week to practice a new song and 2 new chords is not much time, and so I have to practice a lot. And maybe you recognize this. That's a thing I have to practice until Monday. Do you know which song it is? Maybe I can do the next takt. What is takt in English? I don't know what it is. Wait. as you can see, I still have to practice. I hope you were recognizing that it was Love Me Tender by Elvis Presley. Yeah, that's the thing I really enjoy so much. I love music and I love the guitar. The guitar is my most favorite instrument. I always prefer every unplugged version of every song I have ever heard. I don't know, you only need a person, a man with a nice voice and a guitar, and I will melt away. You know, a guitar is something, it's not only practical and portable, but also a guitar has such a warm sound. If someone starts to pick on the strings, a random melody he or she has in his or her head, I feel so calm and cozy. I love this so much, and I'm so glad that I can afford the guitar lessons now, and it's half an hour and it's much information. 25 minutes of guitar lesson is a lot. I don't know if I could handle 1 hour, because you get so many new information, and the practicing you do at home. I think you learn the new stuff in the lesson and then you try the first time, and then I need, as an introvert, I need the silence of my own flat, shut the door and practice. And then in the next lesson I will be better. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do practicing in front of other people. It's very difficult for me. Yeah. So this is my new friend. I'm so happy that I made this dream come true, that it is possible now. I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to learn an instrument. I'm 29 years old. It's never too late. If you were thinking about starting to learn something new, like an instrument, you can do, no matter how old you are. That is I'm convinced of that. That is my opinion. I know that I won't ever reach what people can reach who started their instrument learning with 5 or 6 years. I know that, but it's not what I'm going for. If I am able one day to play one Mumford & Sons song, the goal is achieved. And until then, I'm happy if I'm able to play my children's church songs with my students in class, and it will be awesome. It will be so awesome. I'm so happy. This makes me so happy. If you are playing an instrument, or if you started playing an instrument just a while ago, please write it down in the comments below. It would be very interesting for me why you have decided to start, or why you decided to learn this specific instrument. Maybe it's the piano, or it's something totally different. The harp. Is someone playing the harp? I don't know. Yeah, would be very interesting for me. It's off topic. It's not knitting, but I'm not only a knitter. I'm a person with a variety of interests, and I think it belongs all in the same spectrum. Being creative in so many ways is an enrichment for my life. And it's not only with needles and yarn, it's also music now. I mean, I stay with the strings. Yeah, so strands and strings, you can say. Very important for me. Okay, I'm looking forward to edit this podcast now, because I have missed it so much, and I really enjoy also the editing process. I hope the quality of sound and picture was okay, and I'm looking forward to read from you, and I hope and I guess we will see each other next week or the week after next week. So I wish you a lovely weekend. Bye bye.